Hello, my name is Liz. I have BPD, ADHD, and a few miscellaneous comorbid conditions. I have spent a lot of time with mental health professionals and have accumulated a lot of workbooks, photocopied fact sheets, and all manner of information about how to manage your mental health. I am not an expert or a licensed professional, but after 6 years, I feel like I know a few things. Whether you were well or unwell prior to the introduction of the novel coronavirus COVID-19 last year, it is worth acknowledging that this is a collective global trauma. As of the writing of this script, I am 1 week away from having spent an entire calendar year in some form of isolation, and I am certainly not alone. This is hard. How hard will be different for everyone, but no matter how well, unwell, how up, or how down you are, we all need self-care. You've probably heard the term self-care. If you've been a relatively healthy person your whole life, you've probably mostly heard about this in the context of ads for consumer products, or in your mom's inspirational Facebook posts. But despite the indulgent sound of the term self-care, often mistakenly equated to treat yourself, it's not always easy to implement, and it doesn't always make you feel good instantly. Self-care in the context of mental health is engaging in activities that place value on ourselves and result in positive emotions over time. This isn't always a simple choice, and it's not always obvious. An act done with intention and concern for your needs one day can be self-care, but the same behavior, if done impulsively or in denial of your needs, can be hurtful. Think of ordering in or having a drink. So for you, my lovely viewers, who I know are fans of costuming, history, and sewing, I've compiled a list of self-care practices which are either things we have learned from clothing of the past or that you can do in general if sewing is your happy place. This is by no means a comprehensive list. This is a few short points. They are in no particular order, and they're designed with the concept that they can be flexible based on your needs and abilities. One of the most amazing things about humans is our creative thinking. So if what I describe isn't exactly what you need, take a step back and see if there's something in the same theme that will work better for you. Sewing a hug buddy. I sleep with a stuffed bear who has been with me since the day I was born. When I went to Australia in 2019, I didn't want to bring him in case he got lost, so I made myself a replacement hug buddy. Having an object that is designed to dispense hugs unconditionally is a beautiful balm on the soul, and uses very little in the way of fabric. If you're not someone who has polyfill in the house, use rags, old socks, or cabbage to stuff it. Everything is a little less scary and a little less sad when you have a sympathetic hugger on your side. Change your underwear. This sounds silly, but I promise you, somebody needs to hear it. Even when fabric was expensive and rare, folks changed and washed their underwear more frequently than any other item of clothing. Learn from your shift-wearing forebears. Change and clean your underthings. Nothing feels nicer than clean undies. An advanced level for this particular activity is to make these items yourself. There isn't any pressure to make them look good because they're underwear and not going to be visible. Make something that is really nice to touch, like pajamas or a blanket. The costuming world is awesome, but it can be a bit of a vicious thing to compare yourself to others. Make something that is just for you and make it feel good, not look good. Things like blankets are famous for being made from patchwork and scraps, and whatever you have lying around the house, use the scraps that are the softest or that have an interesting texture. Make it as big, as small, as lopsided, or as even as you please. Then don't show it to anybody if you don't want to. This is for your senses and your health, not for the internet. An advanced level for this activity is to take all of those t-shirts you don't wear anymore but refuse to throw away and make them into a lovely quilt that is full of memories and as soft as heck. Make something you have been needing, the lack of which has been keeping you from being well. Something new for your bathroom, like a new shower curtain or face towel to encourage you to shower or wash your face and get a little boost while you're doing it. A fabric trivet, oven mitts, or a tea cozy can make a kitchen feel like a lovely place while not actually having to buy anything or become any better at cooking. Make something for someone else unasked. Okay, this one is about relatedness, which is a kind of self-care by creating connection. If you are unwell or struggling because you are doing too much for other people, this one isn't for you. Stick to yourself for now. But you know all of those above projects? Sometimes it can be really nice to make them for someone you know can use them. Repair your clothes. Sometimes museum curators will have a heck of a time dating a garment because it has undergone several successive alterations or repairs over its life as a wearable garment. Why not take a page from our thrifty ancestors and get those holes patched? This is not an easy one if you've been staring down the mending pile for 6 months. But seriously, just do one. Darn one sock. That's all. Do it while you're in bed or watching TV. Just one. If you finish the first one quickly, do not pick up another. Save that for tomorrow. This is not a race. This is a process. When you have repaired a clothing item, try to wear it somewhere public. Video calls are fine. See that? You did that. You are successfully wearing a repaired item of clothing, and you're fooling everyone. No one can tell that that piece of clothing was once busted. You are a genius. Good for you. It's so important to remember that taking care of ourselves is a deliberate act. It does not happen accidentally, and it does not necessarily happen naturally. If you want to suggest more projects and ideas that can be done from home that are meant for self-care, please leave them in the comments below. I am excited to see how you take care of one another. Thank you so much for watching. This topic was chosen in a poll for my patrons on Patreon. If you would like to support me, the link is below. Remember that you must always support yourself first. Have a good day and a good week. See you soon.